help me mentally and help with some of my insecurities. And I have tried to work on getting some of that back. And so a lot of my life right now has been trying to work to get some of that back, but I won't go into all of that right now. I am going to do a get ready with me video, which is very different for me and actually a huge struggle for me because I genuinely hate my face. I hate my face. I hate everything about it. If you notice, most of my videos, I will go more towards this side. I hate this side of my face even more than I hate this side. And I am challenging myself today to just put myself out there on the internet without makeup, and that is so scary for me. So please be kind. But I'm hoping that maybe in some capacity, maybe if there is some boy or girl out there that is not feeling great about themselves or doesn't like themselves without makeup or anything like that, that they watch this and maybe they think, hey, someone out there kind of gets it and maybe doesn't like themselves but is trying to work toward self-love and acceptance and even possibly maybe someday appreciation. So again, I do not like myself in any capacity, particularly without makeup, and so this is hard for me, so please be kind. I know what I look like without makeup on, and to me it looks like a mix between a Cabbage Patch Kid and some kind of monster, so trust me, I know what I look like. Anyway, we'll start by explaining my eyebrows really quickly. I know that like most people have some kind of eyebrows in general. I do not shave my eyebrows. I really don't do anything to my eyebrows. It's just the fact that I was born with really blonde hair, and as I've gotten older, my hair has gotten much darker, and my eyebrows have unfortunately stayed very, very blonde and very sparse, and so yeah, it's a lot. I know. But if anyone else deals with light eyebrows and dark hair, I feel you 100%. And also, a little caveat, I am no makeup guru. I just kind of put stuff on my face and I'm good to go. So please be understanding in the sense that I don't necessarily do all the makeup stuff, all the color theory or anything like that. It's just a quick process for me most of the time. So yeah, don't judge me too harshly on that. So I'll start with a little bit of a moisturizer because my skin can get very dry in certain parts. So I start with, right now, a boomstick, and it is Cook Boom by Cindy Joseph. In general, I live my life as a vegan. When I buy things for myself, when I'm ordering things for myself, I'm vegan. And then in my own products and where I put my dollar, it's all vegan and cruelty-free. But please be aware that some of the products I use right now are not vegan or necessarily cruelty-free, and the reason is because I also do not like waste, and if I think something is going to go to waste or someone is trying to give something away, I will take it and I will use it. So I can't remember, I'm fairly certain these are vegan and cruelty-free, but again, please don't quote me on that because I don't know. My mom was trying to get rid of this and she didn't have anywhere to put it or anyone to give it to, so I said I'll take it. So what I tend to do is I just tend to put a little bit under my eyes because I get bad circles, I get fillers, but the doctor I've chosen because he refuses to do anything unnatural to me and he will not overfill me, and as someone with body dysmorphia and as somebody with eating disorders and things like that, I am very susceptible to anyone saying something bad about my face or saying I need to correct something, so he's an excellent doctor. His name is John Diaz in Beverly Hills, so if you are looking, I recommend him. This is no paid endorsement, this is just the fact that he is very good about what he does and he will not overfill your face, and he is, just the best. So waste product. I hate to waste anything. So my philosophy with being vegan and my philosophy with my personal care products and things is I will take on things if people don't want them. And meat is really hard on my system, but if it's like fish or something like that, it tends to be okay. And I will eat it if it's going to go to waste. So I have a weird thing about food waste and waste in general. So yeah, and you'll notice I don't do anything special, and I don't even cover my whole face. The problem areas is where I tend to go. This is Hourglass. This is another product I acquired from my friend who is a personal assistant. If you look at this is ethereal light. So this is, that's not going on her face. She's could not wear this. So unless you wanted to look insane. So I ended up taking it and I use it. It's almost a little bit too shimmery for me, but it's okay powder. And it kind of locks in what I have here. I used to have the Kat Von D Lock It foundation, which I loved, but it's a bit expensive for me because I'm a bit of a cheapo when it comes to anything. So yeah. And this, I know Hourglass was saying in 2020 they had plans to go completely vegan and cruelty-free. I have not seen an update recently on that, but maybe they have. I hope they have Hourglass. That would be great. I might look into more of your products that way. If it's all vegan and cruelty-free. And again, I use nothing special. I literally use like these sponges and nothing crazy. So makeup gurus, do not judge me. I am not a professional, and as you just saw, I use my hands a lot of the time. So, but this video is sort of a big step for me, and I hope maybe it helps someone else out there. If you're feeling insecure and you just are having kind of an off day, watch this and be like, hey, the Cabbage Patch girl doesn't like herself either. So this is something I bought. This is just the e.l.f. highlighter in Moonlight Pearl. I am again very, very, very pale, so a lot of stuff works on my skin because it's just so light. This is one of those things that's just really light. But I really like this highlighter, and it's a bit shimmery, but I kind of like that in a highlighter, not so much in the powder, but in the highlighter. And you guys can laugh at me, I'm using the same sponge because I just don't want to waste it. I tend to emphasize this part of my nose because I've had, and I will be very candid, I've had work done on my face. I've had a nose job and I hated my nose. I hated it, and I used to get called Big Bird because I had this hook thing and I just hated my nose. So I got that fixed many, many, many years ago. And I tend to almost over highlight this end of it because I am a bit proud of just this boop we have here. Maybe that's the only part of my face I like, but you know what, we're gonna go with that today. I have obnoxious cheekbones, so I used to hate it. I absolutely used to hate how my cheekbones are and my face structure in general. I mean, actually I still hate it, but even more so, it used to be much worse, and I would do everything and anything to contour it, and now I'm kind of like a bit lazy, as I said, so I just don't feel like doing it. And I think maybe this week I'll challenge myself to go out without any makeup on and just go to the store or something. But I'll highlight my cheeks because they tend to pop in. Everyone's like, I love your cheekbones, I wish I had them. And I'm always like, I don't know why, but I've huge anxiety about people touching me in general that I am not close to or have not built a rapport with. So that is really just reserved for a significant other, like any kind of face touching or any hair touching or anything like that. And my close friends know that I'm not a hugger. I don't really like touching, and that's part of the reason I got really, really into ASMR. I'm gonna put on just a little bit more highlighter. But that's one of the reasons I got, so highlight this part a little bit, straight down. But that's one of the reasons I got into ASMR, is because it was very calming without having to be physically touched. But I won't have my eyebrows microbladed or anything because I don't want somebody touching me that way. I don't like that. It gives me a lot of anxiety. So I just kind of leave them as they are, and I just fill them in pretty much every day. I also don't get my hair cut. I do my own hair. I know you're probably like, I'm not surprised, but it doesn't look great. But I'm really weird about people touching me, so I won't get them microbladed. So you're gonna have to be stuck with these, I guess. This is actually, it's a contour, I think, and it's called La Femme Hollywood. I have no idea if they're vegan or cruelty free. I really don't think they are, but I don't want to say yes or no, but I don't think so. But this was given to me as part of a makeup palette that I had to use for a job that I was working, and I didn't end up using any of it because they said for your face, don't use this, but it's in the pack, and so I just acquired it. And what I really, really like it for, though, is my eyebrows. And my eyebrows take a while. Well, they take a little bit of time because for me it's a long time, but they obviously aren't really existent. So I try to get them to look relatively normal. You guys are gonna watch me and be like, you are doing this so wrong. What are you doing? Let me help you, child, with your eyebrows. Let me help you. But this is what I do. It's just a powder. It's a powder contour thing, and I never really use it for that. I like it just to brush it into my eyebrows to make them look like they kind of exist a little bit. I've seen people use liquid and stuff on their eyebrows, and I know there's a lot of eyebrow trends going on and stuff like that, but I just don't necessarily get into all of that. As I said, when you watch this, you're gonna be like, you need to do X, Y, and Z instead. And fair enough, I might take some advice and It's an eyeshadow palette. This was given to me. I didn't buy this. This was given to me by my friend, again, who is a personal assistant. She didn't really like the color, so she just gave it to me. And I recently found out too that I think there's an organization in Spokane that you can send makeup, lightly used makeup to if you don't like it, but you obviously can't take it back at that point. And I think it goes to like women's shelters or something like that, which is great. I'd have to look into it more again, but I was interested in that because there was some makeup that was just like, this ain't working, and I don't want to get rid of it. So, yeah. Dalton. I think it's called Classic Contour Eyeshadow Palette. Very original. Let's see. Pop that baby open. I tend to use these as eyeshadows, but I also use this guy right here who is called Chocolate Truffle. I use that as a bit of a contour, so I just like how it looks as a contour. It's almost a little bit too dark for me to want to use as an eyeshadow because I'm not a big eyeshadow person, but I use it as a bit of a contour too. Just pat it in, and then I will just blend it a bit at the top because I absolutely hate my forehead. And so I'm probably going to do this really badly because I'm looking at this very old mirror that my mother had. I'll show you. I broke it actually, and I feel bad, but this mirror has been around since like 1985 or something, I swear, and it's a staple in this household, so yeah, it was the only thing I had available for a video like this. I was so uninspired today, and I was like, you know what I've been really trying to work on is my self-confidence, and it's just sunk so low recently. And I'm like, I know this is probably counterintuitive to put my blank face out there, but I thought, again, maybe it might help someone who is dealing with body dysmorphia or deals with eating disorders or in general just insecurities, because especially I think men deal with it a lot too. But for women, I think it's so ingrained in us to be so concerned with appearance. And my friend was actually, I knew it was becoming a problem when my friend was noticing it. She was like, you're getting off the deep end. And I appreciated her commentary because I was like, you know what, I think I am. I think I'm starting to kind of lose it again. And maybe we just try to accept ourselves a little bit. Even if we put makeup on, maybe we spend some time without it throughout the day. I tend to put a little bit on my chin too. Not too much because I don't want to look like I have a 5 o'clock shadow. And again, you'll probably laugh at how I do this. I know there's certain ways to blend, and I'm probably not blending it well, but to each their own. You know, when people get so obsessed with certain things, I'm like, come on though, really? See, I don't mind my face as much with eyebrows, with some kind of eyebrows, but without eyebrows, I feel like I just look insane. I feel like, ugh. But anyway, what I tend to use too is maybe I'll put on eyeshadow today. Again, I'm not a big eyeshadow person, but I'll use this one, which is Mink. Is it Mink? No, this one's Creme de la Creme. And I use that one. And you can watch me use the same brush for both my highlight and what I put in the crease. I'm so sorry to any makeup gurus out there that are watching this and cringing the whole time and just being like, what are you doing? I just genuinely, I get it to some extent, and I want to look a certain way, but at the same time, I just don't feel like you can take that much time out of your day, and you shouldn't have to take that much time out of your day to constantly do stuff. But I do, in that same vein, I do appreciate what makeup artists do and what they can do. In particular, I really love special effects makeup artists, and I think they're really cool, and I appreciate appreciate everything you do, but I think for the layman, it's not always so easy, you know? Like me, I'm kind of like meh. I might get sassy and use Bordeaux, which is this purple here. When I was redhead for a bit, I used to like to put this in the crease. You guys are also gonna watch me. You guys, y'all. I'm trying to be more proactive about using y'all instead of you guys. You guys are gonna, y'all. You're going to watch me put my finger in a blender. So you guys can laugh. Maybe this is humorous for you. Maybe you get a good laugh out of it today. I don't know. But I stand in solidarity with anyone who deals with body issues, body image issues, and things like that, because that has been a lifelong struggle for me, and I really, 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 really feel for you. I do. Because I deal with it all day, every day. Anyway, that is that. I really like these brushes. I have no idea what the brand is, where they came from. My friend who I tend to do makeup, we do makeup exchanges, just like little gift exchanges every once in a while. And she sent these to me, and I just think they're so pretty and shiny, and I love them. Yeah, anyway, there's that. What was I doing? I guess look at what would be the harder part right now, which is eyeliner. I love my eyeliner, so I want to become a tree when I die, and before that, you better burn me with my eyeliner. I think because you have to be cremated, maybe. I have no idea how they do it. But when I go, don't touch my eyeliner. That is number one. Do not touch my eyeliner. This is House Labs. It is so worn because I use it so often, so I don't actually know the color. I'm sure it's like Blackest Black or something, but this is Lady Gaga's brand. It is vegan and it is cruelty-free, so yay. This one was bought for me by my friend who I do the little exchanges with, but I would have bought it myself anyway because yay for our vegan things. So what I tend to do is I have relatively large eyeballs, so I just kind of pull that way. I'm at a bit of a distance and I need to get a new contact prescription, so forgive it's not that Dior isn't a good brand, it's that I don't think by any means they are super ethical. I struggle to say that because I haven't looked into it, but they are one of the brands that I would tend to steer clear from normally. So, but again, waste not, want not. I will use it if it's not going to get used. So this is Pro Black, and we are just, it's a nice little pump though. Thank you, Dior, for that. Maybe, I don't know, look into your business practices, your ethics, I don't know. But yeah, waste not, want not. I tend to go over the top because, again, weirdly, my face, my hair on top of my head, dark eyelashes, light eyelashes are blonde AF. Blonde AF. Seriously, if anyone else has this struggle with like light body hair and dark head hair, I'm so sorry. Come join my club. The struggle is real. The struggle is real with that. So, okay. Not my favorite mascara by any means or brand, but we're gonna go with it. This is just some medicated chapstick that I got when I went to get fillers before, and I don't think it has even any specific brand. It's literally just what they gave me, this little goodie bag when I spent a lot of money on my face. But yeah, so there's that. I tend to put the chapstick on or something underneath, like a lip balm, when I use this particular lip shade. It's one of those that it's like an all-day wear kind of a thing, and it's by ColourPop, and I love ColourPop. I like ColourPop. This is so worn though because I've used it so many times, and honestly, the name of it says top 8 18J1 on the bottom, but I'm not really sure. I'm sure there was a color somewhere on this before, but I have no idea anymore. But they tend to dry out really fast, so I like to have something underneath to keep it from my lips from looking really, really crunchy. I have one time paid for lip fillers, and I really won't do it again, only because this sounds so stupid, but I don't care that much about my lips in general, and also you can just overline your lips and then you're kind of good to go. So I get it, it's a big trend, but it's just not a trend that I personally get super into. And if you love it, great, more power to you. Go get lip fillers. You know, I get other fillers, so I totally get it, but for me, I'm kind of like, meh. It's not really something that I'm as concerned about. There's way more parts of my face that I hate more than that, so I tend to just overline a little bit. And this lip liner is an old Ben Nye lip liner, and you guys would be like, throw it away. And I'm like, but I can't because waste, and I haven't gotten an infection, so it's probably fine. But it's an old lip liner that I got in a makeup kit. I was doing a stage makeup class, and we had to have this one makeup kit, and this lip liner came in it, and it was just, when I got it, like this massive lip liner was so big, and now it's like a nub, but I like it as it goes with this ColourPop matte lip gloss that I have. And I tend to, like I said, to just kind of overline a little bit, but not obnoxiously, and then I just, again, you guys are gonna be so grossed out. I swear I wash my hands. I just blend that a little bit, and I don't overline like crazy. definitely one for, it almost borders a bit